What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday, and I think we've covered Mega Blastoise and we covered Charizard EX. We haven't covered Mega Charizard. We will eventually, but today we're going to cover the Mega Blastoise deck for Rogue Tuesday. And we're going to see what's this deck about and is it actually playable or not is the big question. So, Mega Blastoise does Hydro Bombard. It does 120 damage, but this attack does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance. So, what you can do is you can Hydro Bombard twice to knock out the active, 30 to 2 benched Pokemon, putting 60 on each of them, and then you can Lysandre both of them for knockouts the following turns, which is fantastic. And that's what we're going to try to do today. Alright, so Mega Blastoise, like I said, is our main attacker, but we're actually going to play this Blastoise EX. It does Rapid Spin 30, switches Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, then your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon. And then Splash Bomb does 120, flip a coin to tell us this attack does. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Now, of course, like always, we're playing 2 Shaymin, set up 1 Hoopa for the Scoundrels, such for 3 EX Pokemon, and 1 Manaphy for that free retreat for any water G attached to any Pokemon. Which is always fantastic when you're playing water Pokemon, or water decks, because you can just throw Manaphy in there, give all your Pokemon for your treat. Now, you do have to worry about Garbodor, but if you know your opponent's playing Garbodor, you can just not put down the Hoopa, because that's really the only thing that can be Lysandre installed, because he does have a 2 retreat cost. But even then, 2 is not so bad, like you're just wasting 2 energies, who cares? Alright, so that's all the Pokemon we're going to play. Now, in this list, we're going to try to heavy counter Yveltal, because that is the biggest stack right now. We're going to play 2 Enhanced Hammer to discard Special Energy, which of course can be double colors on those Yveltals. 2 Escape Rope, which is going to help us against Fright Night Yveltal. Fright Night Yveltal makes it where our Spoonlings are shut down and we can't Mega Evolve we can't Mega Evolve without ending our turn because our links do not work. But if you Escape Rope and they don't have another Fright Night Yveltal down, you can make them switch to active. Then you can Mega Evolve and maybe Water Treat Mega Turbo or something and be good to go that way, which is fantastic. And that's why Escape Rope is an attack. And it's a free retreat as well if your opponent does pick Garbodor. Lysandre is a Hoopa for some reason if you start with it, okay? So, we play 3 Mega Turbo, which is how we're going to get our turn to attack. Because what you can do is you can attach, next turn attach and Mega Turbo, which is fantastic. You can double Mega Turbo and attach, double Mega Turbo. There's so many different ways you could do with the deck. You can actually like triple Mega Turbo one turn if you're really lucky. With 3 Mega Turbos, there's a lot of different possibilities, which is fantastic. Like always, 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker, just one to hit super consistent, and that's why these are always in like all my decks. Now after this, we play 1 Giovanni scheme, so you do additional 20 or draw 5 extra cards. And the reason why the 20 damage is so great is because of Hydro Bombard. It does 120 and 30 to a bench, right? Well, then if you Lysandre if they like switch into that Pokemon that has 170 HP, you get then Giovanni scheme for 20 more, doing 140 plus the 30 snipe, which is 170, which can knock out Yveltal without the Fighting Furios, which is fantastic. And you actually see this combo being pulled off in the video, which is fantastic. 2 Lysandre, 3 in, and 1 Ranger to remove all effects of attacks on each player Pokemon and his or her Pokemon. Now, this is to help, just a general Pokemon just really good. You could cut this for Hex Maniac, again for Giratina, but I still think Giratina is just an unwinnable matchup. You're going to lose regardless. In retrospect, you could probably just cut the Ranger regardless, like just put a 4th Mega Turbo or something like that instead, which is fine. It's kind of up to you. This deck has so much space. You can play a Pokemon Sin Lady if you want to heal 60, plus a Rough Seas to heal 90, which is fantastic. Like I said, it's like you can see there's a bunch of tech cards in here, like the Escape Ropes, the Enhanced Hammer, the Ranger, the Giovanni scheme, just because we don't play anything else. Now, you could play other Pokemon, like a Manaphy, a Regice, if you wanted to as well. But I think it's fine like it is. Like I said, you cut the Ranger if you want to for something else. 4 Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. 3 Rough Seas to heal 30 damage for each of your water Pokemon. Now, Mega Blastoise already has 220 HP, and if they do not one-shot you, you can retreat to the Mega Blastoise, heal it with the Rough Seas, and be good to go. And in between turns, you can heal at least 60. Sometimes, like I said, you play Pokemon Center Lady, you can heal 120 damage. And we're actually going to play or Spirit Links, so that way you can try to draw them ASAP. Like, you want these Spirit Links in your hand, so that way you can evolve as quickly as possible in 12 Water Energy, which is still a lot, especially since you only need 3 energies on a Blastoise. But like I said, there's so much space, you can do pretty much whatever you want to with this deck, which is fantastic. This is just like a very vanilla, like, consistent. Try to get that turn to Hydro Bombard, and that's what we're going to try to do today. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. This deck was a lot of fun to play. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any Road Tuesday ideas. Like I said, we haven't covered Mega Charizard, which is something we could do as well. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let's see what happens. Alright, so putting in a name I cannot say, playing an Yveltal Garbodor deck. Now can Mega Blastoise take down the best deck in standard format or not? And it's going to be the big question. We won the coin flip, which is fantastic. So yes, I would love to go first. And let's see what's going to happen. Now, we get a mulligan. One of the downsides about this deck is as soon as the opponent gets out a Garbodor, we actually cannot retreat our Hoopas if they get Lysandre. We'll have to attach 3 energies to it. So we might want to be careful not putting that down, alright? So we get 2 mulligans, we'll press done. But man, Hoopa's so good. Like, I want to put it down. Alright, so we start Shaymin, unfortunately. Of course we start Shaymin. We do have an Escape Rope, so that's great. We probably won't play it right now. And let's see, my opponent will get a bunch of mulligans. But we're going to Ultra Ball, discard a water, and hopefully get top deck. Alright, so 2 cards go in their hand, waiting for them to start Pokemon. And, okay, Pokemon coming down. So, okay, so that's not the right Yveltal, so that's good. But do we want to discard Manaphy or not? Oh, man. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Water and a Manaphy, and we're just grab a Blastoise. Alright, so we grab a Blastoise, put that down. Do we want to go for Hoopa or not? We do play 2 Escape Ropes, but I think just, no, we discard a Manaphy, so we're not going to grab that. We're just going to go the Blastoise route. So grab Blastoise, put that down. Spirit Link and play it in. Alright, so both get a new hand of 6. And let's see, there's a Water Energy, Shaymin, okay. So go Water Energy active and pass. And then next turn we can put down Shaymin, Water Energy, Shaymin, set up, and hopefully find an Escape Rope. Alright, so opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card. And let's see what's going to happen. Now, 3 energies on a Blastoise does give that Yveltal a base of 60, which is not too scary. So Max Elixir, going to look at top 6 cards. Other deck, going to hit him, not going to hit anything. A Trubbish coming down, okay. DC going down to the Yveltal, and just a pass onto our turn. Alright, so we get a Trainers Mail. We'll play that. We're not going to grab anything. Put a Water Geo Blastoise and Shaymin set up for 3 new cards. And let's see, what can we find, guys? Can we find that Escape Rope or not? And we get an Ultra Ball, discard double Sycamore for a Mega Blastoise. Okay, so put the Mega Blastoise down. Mega Turbo and Wheel via Seeker for Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7 new cards, looking for that Escape Rope. And if we hit the Escape Rope, we can actually knock out the Trubbish or do damage to that Yveltal. So let's see what's going to happen with the Escape Rope. And, oh, we do hit it. Alright, so put down Blastoise. We will Escape Rope. And I wonder who will decide to bring up. Does he bring up the Trubbish, let us get a knockout, or does he let us damage the Yveltal-EX? Regardless, we are going to damage the Yveltal-EX because of the Hydro Bombard doing 32 bench Pokemon. Alrighty, so let's see what's going to happen. Going to send the Trubbish, so we'll send the Mega Blastoise, put a Spirit Link, and we will Hydro Bombard for 120, doing 30 to both of those guys. Now, next turn, we can knock out that Yveltal if he does not put a Fighting Fury build on it, which would be fantastic. So say, who does he decide to send up? And here comes Yveltal. And if he doesn't play in, we can Giovanni scheme to knock him out. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. Oh no, an in. Oh no. Alright, so we'll get a new hand. We get 5 new cards, unfortunately. Alright. So we get a V. Oh, there it is. Alright, so there's a Dark Energy going to the active. Alright, so Evolve will do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. But we could Giovanni scheme to knock out the active. Oh my goodness. Or do we just hit it for 120 and power the other Blastoise? What do we get? Okay, so I'm going to Water G, put down the Blastoise, Giovanni scheme to do additional 20 damage, and we will take a knockout with the Hydro Bombard doing already taking a knockout, going down to 3 prize cards. There's a Water Energy and a N. Alright, if we can find a Max Elixir, we can get attack off next turn with this bench Mega Blastoise if our active does get knocked out. So there's an N. We'll go down to 3 cards. And does my opponent find another Pokemon or not? That is the big question. So what do we get with these 3 new cards? There's a Water G and a Mega Turbo and a victory, guys. We did it. We took down the Evolve Garbodor deck, one of the best decks in the format, and we did it. Oh my goodness gracious. Mega Blastoise. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's the best deck. It took down the best deck in format. So is it the best deck? I don't think so. I think we got fairly lucky. But we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. Hopefully it's not against an Evolve Garbodor deck. We have played a bunch of these in the past couple of days, but people are playing everywhere online. It is the best deck right now, of course. But guys, hope you enjoyed this deck. And hope you enjoyed this match. And we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so putting his QBB, playing a Psychic and a Colors deck, which could be a Mega Mewtwo deck. Alright, so Tails, we lost Coin Flip, unfortunately. Alright. So our opponent is going to go first, of course. Wow, those are some neat looking sleeves. I'm not even going to lie to you. So press done, and let's see what will happen, guys. Alright. So press done. Gonna get a new hand of 7. Let's see what we find. Alright, so 2 mulligans. Fantastic. Okay. 3 mulligans. We're doing great right now, guys. Alright. Hey, there we go. So Blastoise. Hopefully we top deck an Ultra Ball. If we top deck Ultra Ball, we'll be okay. I'm fine with discarding all this stuff turn 1. Alright, but let's see. They do get 3 mulligan draws. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. And they start with the Shaymin, which is fantastic. So Hoopa, going to use Scondring. Show me Mewtwo's. Come to me, Mewtwo's. Ooh, Mega Gallade. Ooh, it's not Mega Mewtwo. It's Mega Gallade versus Mega Blastoise. 2 rogue decks going at it, which is fantastic. I do love this. Alright, so Trainers Mail, look at top cards of their deck. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball, and I wonder what they'll get out. I mean, they could probably get whatever they want. They had 3 extra mulligan draws. So Psychic Energy, Flowstone to the active. And do they have an N or Sycamore? I mean, they should have at least a supporter card. They had 3 extra mulligan draws. So Gallade Spirit going to the bench. Okay, an Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards in their hand. Discarding a Psychic and a Hex Maniac. And there is the other Hoopa. Alright, Hoopa with the Hyperspace Punch and the Portal Strike. And an N, which is okay. Like, we would have tested Water Energy. We talked like Ultra Ball with a Hoopa. Hey, there's Hoopa. Alright, so Enhanced Hammer, not really that useful most likely. So on our turn, we get a Water Energy. So we'll Trainers Mail. Grab a Link. We will Link the active Water Energy and Scondring for 3 new EX Pokemon. And with this, we'll grab a Blastoise, Manaphy, and a Shaymin. Now, I can't remember exactly what Mega Gallade does. I feel like it knocks out Shaymins fairly easily. I should know what this does, but I don't. So Manaphy, Blastoise. I'm gonna Lysandre Gallade without a Spear Link or anything. Rough Seas. Shaymin set up for 4 new cards. Alright, let's see. What can we find? Give me something good. Alright, so we'll press done onto our opponent's turn. But what we can do next turn is we can put a Water G in Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, and as long as we find a Mega Blastoise and a Mega Turbo, we can attack next turn. So Max Elixir, putting a Psychic Energy to the bench. Glade, okay. And what else do they have? Now, if we do get attack off, I'm just going to hit the both bench Glades. I think that's fine. Psychic Energy active, okay. And a Mega Gallade coming down. It does Unwavering Blade 110. This attack does 30 damage to each opponent's Pokemon on the bench, but 30 has damage counters on it. Okay. So a Mega Turbo via Seeker in. Alright, so you can't retreat this guy just yet, which is fantastic. But this guy is scary. So Unwavering Blade does 110 to anybody. I mean, not to anybody, but to the active, and 30 to each Pokemon that has damage counters on it, which is why he plays this Hoopa, which does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Max Elixir, okay. Gonna put a Psychic Energy in the Gallade, and a pass onto our turn. Alright, so I'm going to link this guy, put down Blastoise, Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Hope we find a Mega Blastoise energy in. Okay, we don't find any of that stuff. So water energy, Trainers Mail. Gonna grab an Enhanced Hammer so we don't draw into it. We could Rabbit Spin. Make your both switched or active. But I think I'm just gonna sit here and just wait. I'm just gonna wait. Next time we go water energy in and get into a hand of 6. Hope find a Mega Blastoise. There's a Psychic Energy active. And will he retreat or Mega Evolve? He doesn't have a link on the active as of right now. We can heal. Okay, so Swift Lunge for 30. What does that do? Oh. So let's hit the Blastoise with the Spirit Link, okay? And on our turn, what do we get? We get a Shaymin. So put down the Rough Seas. I'm just gonna Water Energy and via Seeker for Sycamore. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. We'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards, and can we find a Mega Blastoise and... Okay, so where are Megas at? So what Trainers Mail? Still no Mega? Okay, so press done. And I guess I'm going to pass. This is very unfortunate. Where are Mega Blast? Oh, did we prize our Mega Blastoise? Did we prize them all? If we did, I'll be very, very upset. Be very upset if we prize all of our Blastoise. I'd be crying. I mean, we could probably still get this out, but there's Sycamore gonna discard their hand, draw 70 cards. Okay. Discards a VS Seeker, Mega Glade, a bunch of stuff. I mean, they could have Mega Evolve last turn. They discard a Super Rod as well, which is probably the only one. There's a Floodstone, so he's going to Floodstone the active. Retreat to Glade and Unwavering Blade for 110. And now is the time we have to find a Mega Blastoise to start attacking. So Spirit Link on the bench. What? That wasn't a misclick? I think that was a misclick. He definitely meant to put on that guy. I'm like 99% sure. So 110 on to our turn. What do we find? There's an Ultra Ball. Moment of truth. Is our Mega Blastoise prize or not? So discard a Water and a Blastoise to grab a Mega. Alright, there he is. Alright, so we got 5 waters. So grab that guy. We'll put down a Mega Blastoise. We will Water Energy it. And we'll end, giving both a new hand of 6. So come on down, other Mega Blastoise, and we do find another Mega Blastoise, which is fantastic. So we're going to Ultra Ball. Discard an Ultra Ball and a Water to grab another Mega Blastoise. We have yet to play a single Mega Turbo as well, which is fantastic. So we'll put a Mega on the active. We will Rough Seas. Retreat, and we'll go for the Hydro Bombard. Alright, do it 120 and 30 to both of these Glades, which is fantastic. Now we could maybe snipe the damage on these like Shaymin maybe and knock it out within a couple turns, but I think putting the damage on the Glades is better. Alright, so we're looking good now. Like I was a little bit scared, but hey, maybe we'll make a comeback. And what we can do next turn is we can put a Water in this guy, Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards, Rough Seas this guy, and be fantastic. That way he cannot knock out our Blastoise pretty easily. Alright, so let's see. There's a Psychic Energy going to Hoopa. Okay. Alright, so a Perilous City. We're going to discard the Hoopa and the Shaymin, which is fantastic because everybody can be healed with the Rough Seas now, which is great. I'm fine with this. And there's an Unwavering Blade doing 110 and 30 to our Blastoise. So in our 10, we are going to Rough Seas, heal both our Blastoise, Water Energy this guy, and we will Sycamore looking for a Mega Turbo. Come to me, Mega Turbo. And we find one, which is fantastic. So Mega Turbo, the bench, retreat, and go for a Hydro Bombard for a knockout to make sure I wasn't going to deck out. So yeah, we'll go for Hydro Bombard, do it 120. And 20 and 30 both these guys, that's fine. So yeah, 130, 30, 30. We'll start sniping these guys. I mean, I guess we should have hit this Shaymin. Like, we could potentially knock it out in 2 turns. There's a Water Energy and a Mega Turbo. Okay, so we're looking good now. If we find another Link and a Mega Turbo, will be great. Glade coming up. And let's see what's going to happen, guys. I mean, there's an Ultra Ball. I mean, it looks like we will win the game between the 2 rogue Mega decks. So there's another Hoopa coming down. Don't care about that too much. Alright, so Hoopa coming down. Sycamore, discard their hand, draw 7 cards, and let's see, what do they find? Psychic Piercing prize is 5. Okay, wait, hold on. Does 20 more damage for each of your remaining prize cards. Is that 170? I'm pretty sure that's 170. Yep, that's 170. Taking a knockout, going down to 4 prize cards. So instead of the Blastoise, okay, I'm a little scared now. On our turn, we get a Lysandre. So Water G this guy. We'll Rough Seas. Oh, and a victory! Okay, so we would have knocked out the active, putting 30 in that Glade and 30 on a Hoopa, and it would have came down to, do we find a Mega Blastoise off of prize cards, and do we top deck one? I would have ended our opponent down to 4 at first, but yeah, I think we would have won that game, and there you go, guys, there's the Mega Blastoise deck. Like I said, we could have played the same game a little bit different, and sniped the Shaymin and eventually knocked it out, which I think would have been a better play. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We did take down the Evil Talk Garbodor deck, which still makes me so happy, and oh my goodness, I still can't believe we do that. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a great Tuesday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.